Hi, I'd like to begin with the shocking statistics on the health risk of smoking. In fact, smoking is the number one preventable cause of death in the United States, killing over 480,000 people each year. In fact, every year, around 8 million people worldwide die prematurely as a result of choosing to smoke. But there are things we can do to prevent this, and I will share with you a personal story of someone I knew who was affected by smoking. I can remember when I was just a young child of 7 years old. My friends and I would play outside in the driveway. And at this particular time, we were out in the driveway jumping rope and playing various games with the Chinese jump rope. And it was fun, except that on this day, my friends and I, we could hear somebody coughing from the window above, upstairs. And ultimately, we got hollered at by my friend's father to quiet down because it was his wife who was suffering from lung cancer and needed peace and quiet. So I was told later, that she was dying of lung cancer due to smoking cigarettes. Sadly, however, lo and behold, she died shortly thereafter. And that was my story of how I was initially affected at a very early age by someone that I knew who was smoking. I remember thinking, well, if it is from smoking, why would you choose to smoke? Later, I've learned that it is because it's an addiction, and an addiction to nicotine. One of the most difficult addictions to detach from. I'm Dr. Liz Perry, and I'm glad you chose to stop by and check us out. My channel. It's all about health, wellness, and the quality of life. So please hang out until the end because I am going to share with you how I personally quit smoking and haven't had a cigarette for over 20 years. So let's go back to the data for just a moment. In the world as a whole, some 3 million deaths a year are estimated to be attributable to smoking cigarettes, rising to 10 million a year in 30 or 40 years' time. So per the CDC's 2019 Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System, it explained in the article that West Virginia had the highest rate of smoking in the country at 23.8%, followed by Kentucky, Louisiana, Ohio, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri, Indiana, Oklahoma, and then Michigan. So I'd like to introduce the video topic as why should you quit? Why you should quit smoking now, and I will explain its importance to you. So you can control your choice to smoke or to quit, but you just might need some help doing it. So let's discuss the harmful effects, first and foremost, of smoking on health, including lung cancer, heart disease, and respiratory issues. Not only that, but let's also dive into the financial burden of smoking, the social impact, and the addictive nature of tobacco products. So that, my friends, really is the bottom line, how I see it. The addictive part, yep, I know all about it. I too was addicted to nicotine and smoking cigarettes for many years. So that's right, I was. And a key moment that I will share, highlight the benefits of quitting, such as improves your health, helps you save more money, and really does get you in a better space and having a better quality of life. So the main reasons that you would want to quit smoking, which are you're less likely to die of lung cancer, number one. And lung cancer is a number one cancer killer. And I'd like to emphasize more positive outcomes by making that decision. If you do decide to quit, by quitting smoking, your lungs can clean out relatively quickly. Something that helps you while you're quitting is also going to get acupuncture. And your acupuncturist can prescribe herbal remedies that will also further help. And replace the bad habit of smoking with something good, such as like nature walks, drinking more water. Okay, I'm now going to tell you how I personally quit smoking. And I had been a champion swimmer throughout most of my youth, regionally and nationally. Became a fitness teacher later on in my life and a triathlete, but yep, I still smoked. Ridiculous, right? So one night I was in my 30s and my fiance said to me while we were enjoying quite a bit socially on a Friday night together, listening to music, sharing wine and smoking, and I heard him say, "You're never gonna quit smoking." So that night I went online and I ordered anything and everything I could find on how to quit smoking. Deliveries of books, cassettes, herbs, remedies began to arrive at the house, and the only thing that worked for me was a video, a VHS take from Larry Hagman in UCLA. Remember Larry Hagman from I Dream a Genie? Well, on this video, it's maybe, he explains how it's never going to be the right time to quit. There never is a right time for you or anybody else. Because why is that? Because you are, whether you know it or not, you are addicted to nicotine. And it takes nearly 30 days to eliminate that nicotine from our body. And that is the physical component of your addiction. So there's never a right time or a good time. He went on to explain triggers. He insisted that you light up while you were hanging out watching this video. Smoke it up. Because the first step is to understand the addiction. And that part is important. And how to identify your own emotional triggers. So when do you crave a cigarette the most? That was what he was explaining is really important. Be aware of these most challenging times and what triggers the craving to smoke for you before you actually try to quit smoking. So for me, it was coffee in the morning on my way to work. Always wanted to light up a cigarette. Then it was having wine at night. Always wanted to have a cigarette. And the other thing was if I felt jealous or insecure in a relationship, it would make me want to smoke a cigarette at that time. So you got to do the best to avoid those triggers. I didn't drink coffee. I didn't drink any wine for weeks or months. And I did my best not to go places or socialize with others that might be more likely to create a trigger for me emotionally as well, feeling insecure or something like I had been feeling at that time. Instead, I went to the gym, I drank a lot of water, and I just watched his video over and over again. So I made it to a month. Wow, I could hardly believe it. And it was still hard, but also you must understand the cravings. So he went on to further explain these cravings and when you get them and how you will get them. And so Larry Hagman explained this on his video he did with UCLA, that cravings are going to come, and as agonizing as they are, they're short-lived. They're seconds, not minutes or hours. So in the beginning, it's hard, but the basic framework, understanding that about a craving, helps you get through it. So the good news is, once you do decide to quit, pick a date and time, identify your triggers, quit the smoking, the cigarettes, and you have a craving, like I said, they do not last longer than 30 to 60 seconds. You may get another one, a strong craving, a minute from now or 10 minutes after that other craving, maybe 3 hours. But the actual duration of an individual craving is seconds versus minutes or hours or days or weeks. So during that craving, identify it, take 3 to 4 deep breaths, go get acupuncture, drink plenty of water, ask for auricular therapy at your acupuncturist, help you relax and keep your anxiety at a low, improve your moods during this transition. So hope this helps, guys, and share this with your friends. I welcome your thoughts and comments below on how you feel about quitting smoking and what has helped you do it and any related content. Okay? Thank you very much and make it a great day.